Dave O'Grady here for Sportdec. I'm delighted to be joined with Martin Lang of Radio Vienna in reaction to Ireland's victory over here in Vienna against Austria. Martin, what do you make of the match? Obviously, before coming into the game, Austria had only lost one competitive game at home in something like 11 matches. Ireland came away with a 1-0 victory. What's the Austrian reaction?
Austrian reaction, first of all, is that they probably played very unlucky because they had the first chance to hit the crossbar. But on the other side, if you don't use your chances, it's an old football rule. You get the goal, especially with an extremely perfect played counter-attack and to switch the game from the defense to the offense. And on the other side, we never underestimated Ireland because I personally have been in Lille when they promoted at the Euro to the next stage with the surprising 1-0 victory over Italy. And at the end, you see what statistics, what the worth of statistics is, that it doesn't matter if you have lost or won before. The truth is first Ireland's win here in Vienna.
Yeah, I was just thinking
on a national game. Yeah,
I hear a few people talk, Martin, about.
You're extremely disappointed by it, but truly, none of this 44,500 expected a defeat.
Yeah, I wonder. I speak to a few Austrians, and they say after the Euros, the opinion in Austria towards the national team was a little bit low, and coming into the game tonight, was there a lot of pressure on these Austrian players?
Extremely, that's true, because first of all, because if you look on the table, Ireland was coming over with 3 points ahead of the Austrian team of this. So also, especially in this year 2016, in this pretending so good running Austrian team, at the end there are probably a few details, but it's not enough to win. They probably determine the game. Yeah. They probably have a lot of ball possession, but the truth is, a key player like David Alaba is not completely full fit since the spring season ended at Bayern Munich. Yeah? And so also a few other players are missing or not on their full level, and also it's probably a little bit Austrian mentality from all of us, also from media, from football fans, from players. However, we have reached something because we took part at the Euro. The truth is, it's going on, and because it's only a group with Serbia, Wales, or Ireland, you don't get any present. And the truth is, Ireland is better this year, especially in details. You see also a change team is extremely well organized, and then it's one moment of luck, unluck. However, it's football. And you're not good enough, because the truth is, we had probably 3 or 4 chances, especially the one in the 39 minute, but it's not enough. Yeah, and we are discussing already the whole autumn already. If you're really good enough to travel to Russia 2018, and especially in media circles, we see that things have changed. Yeah? In details, in attitude as well. Yeah. And we know, don't forget all the others, Wales, Ireland, extremely. Yeah, they also know that they have a historic chance. That was not seen in Austria in the last 5 or 6 months. So today the result is like it is. Yeah, the truth is, we still have a chance because we have the away games, and probably Ireland, also Wales, can say, we will defeat them because they are normally not playing well away, especially in countries like in cities like Dublin or in Cardiff. But you never know at the moment. Yeah.
Will there be a backlash from, you mentioned, the media circles and fans towards this defeat?
Yeah. First of all, we also discuss about possible mistakes the coach is doing, the manager. Marcel Koller, especially the position, the left defender, because Kevin Wimmer, for instance, also in the Tottenham squad, he is normally a classical inside defender. Yeah? David Alaba is a world-class left defender, but of course he normally is originally a midfield player, and he also plays at Bayern Munich in an offensively position. So it's pity for him. Not, of course, you don't need him as left defender. On the other side, we have lost a player like Christian Fuchs. We are changing. Yeah? We have also young players. We have injured players. The truth is, we are not competitive as we've been, especially 2 years ago, and especially also 1 year ago. That's football, nothing more and nothing else. But nobody, especially probably from all those who work in our team, it's probably not so seen because they know other details. And nevertheless, we have world-class footballers at the moment, but there are also probably other teams. They also are on the third place. We are at the end. We are not Germany. We are not France. We are not Italy, and at the moment we are not even Ireland.
Yeah, well, you sound very similar to the way a lot of Irish managers in the past have said, you know, we aren't Italy, we're not Germany, there's a huge expectancy. A big question for you, Martin, taking into account the club game in Austria as well as the international team, where is Austrian football at the moment? Is it going to improve, or is it at a little bit of a crossroads?
No, it improved extremely, especially last year. You can see that the teams like Rapid Vienna, Red Bull Salzburg, Austria Vienna, at the moment in the Europe League. Unfortunately, we are not every year in the Champions League group stage. That's really very pity. On the other side, you can't afford world-class players because there we have 20 Austrian players in the first German Bundesliga. Yeah? We have players like Arnautovic, Kevin Williamson in the Tottenham squad, Christian Fuchs and Leicester playing in the English Premier League. But we really, especially on the special academy program for the Euro 2008, we try to develop young players, who are already very good midfield players, very good strikers, coming up with teams like Rapid Vienna. This is a very traditional team here in Austria, and also Austria Vienna. But at the moment, the normal average is taking part in the Europe League. Yeah? You can discuss, it's not the highest level, but it's not the lowest level. Yeah? We try now to change the league. Yeah? We will have a new first and new second league, not also more than 10 clubs, probably 12 or 14 from summer 2018 on. And so we really don't stop working. At the end, Austria has taken part officially 7 times at World Cups. And 4 times, other 3 times, they could take part, but they didn't take part because they had no money. They said, okay, after the Second World War, it's senseless to travel to Brazil. And unfortunately, in 1938, we couldn't take part because we were together in a German team. That's the history. But we are not only a skiing country. But on the other side, I think you know it from Ireland extremely, that because the very good young players, so grown up in Ireland or however, they try to move to England. Here they try to move to Germany. To the first league, to the second league, and then you can't hold them in the first Austrian football league because of the wages you cannot pay.
So the mentality of every young player, you talk about the young players coming up at Vienna, and the mentality is just to get to the Bundesliga as quick as possible?
Not as quick as possible. As quick as possible, they try to get to the big clubs like Rapid Vienna, Austria Vienna, Red Bull Salzburg, because they also can earn there enough money to probably have no future sorrows. But at the end, if they're good enough, if they can qualify for European Cup competitions, if they can qualify for the national team, also the second German Bundesliga teams come over, because you can earn in a second German Bundesliga team, in second league, you can probably 3 times more than if you have a very big role in a team like Rapid Vienna. So you cannot hold the player, that's the truth. Yeah? They probably know it from Ireland. But on the other side, football fans in Austria, especially from the big clubs, especially for the national team, especially in Vienna, they demand success, because Vienna is nevertheless a football city. It's not only for culture. There are now 50,000 people watching the national team, watching especially the big club Rapid Vienna. If they have now built a new stadium, they really invested a lot of money as well, and a lot of power to get up and not to stop. That's the truth. This is really a backlash. To lose against Ireland in the qualifying is a backlash that a few experts calculated with him, but really expected. It was not really expected by many experts.
And just on the group now, defeats to Serbia, defeats to Ireland. How do you see the group panning out?
Also from my point of view, we cannot discuss, and we have finished in a draw, in a tie versus Wales at home. We lost one home game versus a direct runner-up like Ireland. We lost in Serbia. They coming over here. It's very difficult to say we are out, but probably we are out of the race for the first place. And if especially Austria will finish second, at the moment we could be the 9th second, and the 9th second don't qualify.
Yeah.
So at the moment, for me, we are in an extremely outsider role, and it will be like a football miracle if we come back. We will fight for it, that's true, because we have a generation of footballers, especially when they're playing in England and Germany. You know it from players will say, "We don't be afraid anymore."
Yeah.
As 10 years ago, I would say, okay, it's over, because then you also fall in this mood. The mood is at the moment, okay, it's not necessary to discuss about place 4, but head up, and let's see what happened, especially in Dublin in June.
Yeah. Are you looking forward to coming over there?
Yeah, probably. I try to come over. I'm a very great fan of Ireland in general, as I've been nearly everywhere, from Dublin as well to the Ring of Kerry, Donegal, Tipperary, Ring of Kerry, Connemara. So I'm really looking forward. I've also been at the Fields of Athenry. So let's wait and see, and if not, it doesn't matter. I mean, in the Austrian Football Federation, they will take the right steps, or will do the right steps. If you don't qualify, and
managers lose their jobs.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not sad. As I mean, we are not one of those who say, okay, it's over already, because at the end, also our current manager is very popular. But if not, we see again in 4 years, or less than 4 years, at the European Championship tournament all across Europe.
All across Europe, yeah.
At the moment, you never know. I'm doing so long this job already that I always remember the defeats, and then I say, oh yeah, do you remember 20 years ago? I said, look for Ireland. I've been in Italy in 1990. Yeah.
What was the most painful defeat you've experienced in your job?
The most painful defeat in my job with the Austrian national team, the 0-9 in Valencia in Spain, 1999. Yeah. And as well, the 5, I think it was a 2-5, a 2-4, 1995 at Windsor Park in Northern Ireland, at the qualifying for England, for the Euro in
Euro
England.
96.
And as well, 1-2 in Sweden, so always away. Yeah?
Ireland had a bad 0-0 in those qualifiers for Euro 96.
Yeah.
Ireland were held to a 0-0 draw away to Liechtenstein.
Okay, I remember. Of course, I mean, it's not a bitter defeat, it was the greatest we still laugh about. It's the 0-1 at Ferreux in 1990. But I remember the moments when Ireland didn't qualify in France. I remember when
Thierry Henry.
When I was at the Stade de France this year there. So it's up and down of football. On the other side, never stop working.
And your best moment in the job?
The best moment in the job? Oh, there are a lot of. We are just a few meters here from the Austrian radio commentary position, and I never thought to stand here. And one of my most really best jobs I remember was when you travel on the way to a World Cup tournament. Yeah, like I remember I was driving by car to France, flying to Brazil. Yeah. To singing with fans all together. So it has nothing to do personally to a match. Probably the most charming experience is when you can talk to fans, especially to Irish fans, to Northern Irish fans. Also, this summer was incredible as well. And you see it's going on, and so that's probably one of the best experiences. Also, it's something to say, I can talk about this game, or I attend this game, or I attend this game. It's always if you can talk with fans on outside the stadium, probably on airports, on railway stations, and from Ireland, Scotland is in Europe, Italy, and South American, Brazilian, Colombians, from Uruguay. That's probably the spirit of football that you also feel as media representative, that I'm already been more than a classical football supporter.
Well, Martin, thanks so much for talking to us here on Sportdec.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that it didn't work out.
Unfortunately for my English, because
I'm sorry it didn't work out for Austria tonight.
Doesn't matter. It's Ireland. That's why I forgive it.
Yeah. If it was Germany to beat you guys, it might be a different story.
Yeah, of course, but we are already used to lose against Germany, and there's also the next game is always those you're looking for.
Yeah. Thanks so much.
All the best.
Cheers. Thank you.
Cheers.